Hello everyone, welcome to another video of mine. It's Kemal AA and welcome to another Chelsea video of mine where it is going to be a talking point video and it's going to be an interesting topic to discuss with you guys, and it is, can Hakim Ziyech, the Wizard of Amsterdam, Timo Werner, Kai Havertz and of course Christian Pulisic replace Eden Hazard? Are they sufficient enough players to replace our legend of Eden Hazard and to go on and win the Premier League title this season? I'll be discussing that, going into statistics, analysing it, delving into all of those and giving my thoughts and opinions towards the end. But if you do enjoy this content, don't forget to smash the like button and please hit the bell notification, subscribe. Now, I've noticed a lot of you do watch my content. That's great, you watch my content, but then you don't hit the bell notification, subscribe. Like, what are you doing? Hit the subscribe button now. I'll give you a bit of time to do that. And comment down below your thoughts and opinions. Please leave me your thoughts and opinions in the comment section, because I want to see what you guys think as well. Do you think that Hakim Ziyech is a good enough replacement for Eden Hazard alongside Timo Werner, Kai Havertz, etc.? And do you believe we can actually win the Premier League? Now, I made a video about last week stating that Chelsea do have a realistic chance of making it, but this will be slightly different. This will be more focused on our attack. Can the attacking output be enough to be title challengers? That's the main question here. But without further ado, let's get straight into today's video. The first player I want to talk about is, of course, the Wizard of Amsterdam, the guy that controlled the game yesterday, dictated it, turned the game on its head, decimated Sheffield United into little pieces. And to be honest, he was honestly phenomenal. He was sensational last night, and 2 assists, 1 pre-assist. He scored against Burnley last weekend. He scored against Krasnodar. He's been getting assists, and honestly, his left foot, he's got a wand of a left foot. But the thing with Hakim Ziyech is his attacking output. You saw at Ajax the way he was delivering on the big stage, but his output was sensational. You compare him to Willian, and Willian, he's been a decent servant for Chelsea, I'm not going to deny that, but his attacking output, end product, has always been a massive issue for me. He was never getting enough goals, he was never getting enough assists, he never racked up double digits for goals in a single Premier League season, and for me, that is simply not good enough if you want to be a winger for Chelsea Football Club in the long term. For me, you need to be getting at least double-digit goals and double-digit assists, which is what Eden Hazard did, hence why I'm making this video. And with Hakim Ziyech, he does have the potential. Hakim Ziyech is in his prime now, 27 years of age. He's delivered along on the big stage, has plenty of experience, played in the Champions League semi-final, scored against Tottenham, scored against Real Madrid in the Bernabeu, scored against Juventus. The guy has done it all on the big stage, and now he's in the Premier League playing for big Chelsea, and he's ready to elevate his game. We're ready to, we're on his wavelength. We're ready to really take things to new heights, to new levels. And with Hakim Ziyech, we've got the right type of player. For me, he's a different type of player that offers different, dimensions to his squad. He's got a wand of a left foot. For me, in world football, he's got the best left foot in the Premier League. Now, obviously, Lionel Messi is the one who has the best left foot, but for me, he has one of the best left foots in European football. It's phenomenal. When he has that position, that area where you give him space and time and he whips it in. You've done it, plenty of times for Ajax, when he had Quincy Promes making those late far post runs. You've got Hakim Ziyech delivering, curving in with his left foot. The curve, the position, the accuracy. He has it all, the power, the finesse. It's honestly phenomenal. It takes so much skill. He's such a flary player. He's got too much techers and he drips in sauce. He actually drips in sauce, and for me, he's a phenomenal player. But for me, I don't think on his own individually he replaces Eden Hazard, because there are so many qualities Eden Hazard that has that Hakim Ziyech lacks in. For me, Hakim Ziyech's finishing, ball playing abilities is on Eden Hazard's wavelength, but his actual dribbling and his IQ, his movement and chance creation is not on the same wavelength as Hazard. I think Hazard is another tier above, because Hazard has the whole package. He's clinical. He's got an amazing right foot, left foot. He's phenomenal when it comes to chance creation. His dribbling is phenomenal. For me, up there alongside Messi is the best dribbler in Europe. I don't think Hakim Ziyech has that. But for me, that's why you've got other players around there. Hakim Ziyech, his attacking output is sensational. His off the ball movement, his pressing, his agility, the way he drifts in and around in between the lines and the half spaces, curving in with his left foot, shooting, his long range shots. He's a fantastic player, and there is no doubt about it that Hakim Ziyech is a world class player. But on his own, he cannot replace Eden Hazard. Now, you then move on to Timo Werner, the 4th highest goal scorer in Europe last season statistically for goals and assists, was sensational, and he's already got 8 goals in all competitions in the Premier League. So far, our top goal scorer. He got on the score sheet again last night, and for me, people always, I've seen so many people on social media saying, Timo Werner, he's a very limited player, he doesn't do that much, but people need to remember that he's kind of played out of position. Last night, he was in a position I don't like to see Timo Werner, and he was playing left wing, and for me, his best position is down the number 9 position, down the middle, where he's receiving the ball in those channels, getting in behind, using his pace, agility, and he's got clinical finishing. He's a clinical finisher, but together with the amount of goals that he's going to score, his output, with Ziyech, with the amount of assists he's going to get, the dribbling, the connection. You saw that ball that Ziyech played to Werner last night, and unfortunately Werner didn't convert it, but that is a prime example of what you're going to see, coming for the rest of the season. That's like a prime example, and their partnership, their telepathic communication is simply world class already at this early stage. You're seeing in likes of Kai Havertz and Christian Pulisic, and even featured last night. That's how excited I am for this season. And Kai Havertz, one generational talent, German superstar, the German wonder kid, German's best talent coming out of football, 21 years of age, already has the most goals and assists for a teenager for Bayer Leverkusen, even in the Bundesliga. He's a world class player that's hard, he's still adapting. We haven't seen the best of him. We are seeing glimpses, but his dribbling, his physicality, his prowess, his clinical touch, his technical ability, he oozes in technical ability, like he oozes in source, his finishing, his assist, chance creation. The guy has it all. He's simply, in my opinion, a world-class player, and he's only going to improve from here on out, and he will be generational, in my opinion. So for me, with Kai Havertz having that Eden Hazard potential, and then you move on to left-hand side, Christian Pulisic, simply sensational. I don't need to speak too much about Christian Pulisic because we saw what he can do last season. We've seen glimpses of what he is capable of doing in his prime. His finishing, his dribbling is fantastic. It reminds me of Eden Hazard with his dribbling, his finishing, his one-touch, two-touch movement, the operation in between the lines. His link-up play. The guy is flawless. The only problem and the only question I have with Christian Pulisic is his injuries do concern me. I made a video on this earlier, and his injuries do certainly concern me. For me, he's becoming too injury prone for my liking. He's got cheese strings as hamstrings, which is a big problem. He's a bit like Ousmane Dembele in the sense that they're both so talented, but they both get injured too often. You saw the ability and technical ability that Christian Pulisic possesses, towards the latter stage of the season, last season. You saw when he came back after lockdown, he's by far the best winger in the Premier League. We've seen that even this season when he scored against Krasnodar, unfortunately gets injured. And it's really frustrating because he hasn't got his feet going this year. But as soon as Christian Pulisic clicks, as soon as that front four clicks between Kai Havertz, Christian Pulisic, Timo Werner, Hakim Ziyech, you got Mason Mount in the mix, Tammy Abraham, Callum Hudson-Odoi. We have so much squad depth and quality that for me, our attack has, like I said, the potential to be the best in Europe, and it is the best in the Premier League alongside City and Liverpool. It simply is, and I think the attack alone does replace Eden Hazard. It does answer the question, but for me, it also has the ability to win the Premier League this season. It really does. For me, we do have the potential. We were only 1 point off the top of the table. We have the best goal difference in the Premier League. We've scored the most goals this season, this campaign so far this season, scoring 20 goals. We have the best goal difference, which is plus 10. And we are close to having one of the best defences in the Premier League so far this season. We've kept 6 clean sheets in all competitions. We kept 3 clean sheets in a row prior to the Sheffield United game. Unfortunately, we did concede. But you see the potential, you see the ceiling of this squad, and we're only just getting started. And I keep repeating this all the time, but we are not here to take part, but we are here to compete. We are here to compete with the big boys now. You've seen Chris Wilder in interviews putting us in the same bracket as City Liverpool. You've seen Graham Souness praising us. You see Gary Neville praising us. We are in that bracket now, and for me, we need to be in that conversation to win the Premier League because we are. We have the quality, we have the manager, we have the depth, we have the backing, the resources, finances, coaching staff, tactics. We have it all. We just need time, and with lack of pre-season, hence why we shock us start the season, you will now see this team clicking from here on out. And I think that Chelsea genuinely have a very good chance of winning the Premier League this season. But what do you guys think? Leave me your thoughts, opinions in the comment section below. And I'm going to wrap up the video there, guys. If you did enjoy this video, smash like, subscribe, hit the bell notification, and I'll see you guys for my next video. Peace.